Middle-aged couples can grow old together only after going through 3 hurdles. After going through the pain of trivia, happiness can also be hidden in the trivialities of daily life. Yi Shu once wrote, "Living together is not an art. It is just like building the Great Wall, a difficult project." After removing the false filter, many middle-aged couples have revealed their real and ordinary side. When people reach middle age, coupled with the disappearance of hormones, it becomes even more difficult to maintain an intimate relationship. But marriage is an open book exam, after all. As long as middle-aged couples manage it carefully and go through these 3 hurdles, they can share weal and woe and grow old together. 1. Go through the pain of trivia. Someone once said, "The stability of marriage depends not so much on love as on the harmony of trivial things in daily life." I agree with this. The cumulative impact of every little thing in marriage cannot be underestimated, let alone neglected. After a friend got married, she often felt that her life was a mess, and the couple always quarreled over trivial matters. One time, she found that her husband forgot to turn off the light after going to the toilet. She was a little upset and accused him in a bad tone. "I have told you so many times. Why are you so unconscious? Can you consider my feelings?" After hearing this, her husband seemed a little annoyed and retorted, "Why are you yelling at me for such a trivial matter? How much is the electricity bill? Do you have obsessive-compulsive disorder?" The friend became even more angry. "The light has been on since last night. You should have the awareness of saving electricity, right? You are really annoying." The husband still responded unconvinced. "I said it was not intentional. I really admire you for staring at me every day." For this reason, the two parted unhappily and had a cold war for a week. Later, the friend accidentally fell asleep while watching TV and forgot to turn off the TV. The husband took the opportunity and followed suit to accuse the friend. The friend realized that being blamed was not pleasant, and it was ineffective and hurtful to others and herself. So she changed her strategy and communicated with her husband calmly. The husband then said aggrievedly that now he only dared to use the flashlight on his mobile phone when he went to the toilet, and he dared not turn on the light at all, for fear of forgetting. After hearing this, the friend also asked her husband to relax. The light represents brightness, and the god of wealth knows where to go. It seems that we will make a fortune this year. The husband was amused by the friend's humor. Every time he turned on the light, he would think of his wife's jokes, and gradually developed a good habit of turning off the light. Another time, the friend's husband accidentally forgot the wedding anniversary. The friend was very disappointed, and angrily said, "We are just roommates." The husband responded, "Not to be outdone, you know I have a bad memory, can't you remind me?" Unexpectedly, after get off work the next day, the husband asked with a smile, "Where are we going to celebrate tonight to make up for it?" "My roommate." The two of them met at a restaurant and drank a little wine. When they were a little tipsy, the husband said to her affectionately, "You have worked hard, I love you." The two of them also put aside their past grudges and no longer confronted each other. Writer Pascal wrote in Meditations, "A little bit of small things can comfort us, because a little bit of small things can hurt us." In marriage, don't take small things lightly, you must face them seriously and maintain awareness. If you realize your aggression in the relationship, you should adjust it in time and don't let communication turn into quarrels. Bravely express your needs and put love and discipline to make your partner more receptive. 2. Get through the pain of fading feelings in Love Call Transfer. Zhu Lang, played by Zhu Zhang, said to himself in the elevator on his way home, "From now on, every minute, I know what will happen. She is cooking the same noodles with soybean sauce, the same boring TV series." Because he felt that life was too dull, he ended his 7-year marriage. He accused his wife of always wearing a purple sweater at home, always eating noodles with soybean sauce every Thursday, and always sucking the noodles when eating noodles, which made him feel very boring. After the divorce, Zhu Lang found many girlfriends, but they all ended in breakup. But his ex-wife had already found another good person. The noodles with soybean sauce, which Zhu Lang said were the same, were particularly authentic and awesome in the eyes of another person. Zhu Lang regretted it very much. He missed too much ordinary happiness. Regarding this plot in the drama, 2 netizens' comments received high praise. "There are always people who like to eat the noodles she made. If you don't like purple, you can take her to buy new clothes. If you don't want to eat noodles, you can cook other meals with her. If you don't like boring TV series, you can take her to the movies. There are so many solutions, but you chose divorce. It is understandable that middle-aged couples feel bored and aesthetic fatigue in marriage. French writer Moroy once described several challenging periods that may be faced in marriage life: the period of neglect after the birth of a child, the dull period after the passion fades, the period of competition for money and status, the period of external temptation during the 7-year itch, and the vacuum period after the children become adults. But these critical periods require the couple to cherish each other more, save more in each other's emotional bank, and get along with each other to get through smoothly. Specifically, you can increase the time you spend together, such as walking the dog, or cooking together. You can increase physical contact, such as holding hands before going to bed, hugging and kissing more in daily life. You can also enrich your love words library, add more emotional support, and less complaint. 03. Get through the pain of mutual misunderstanding. In the TV series Happy Duet, programmer Fang Cheng is a Buddhist technical man. He does not fight or compete in the workplace. Although he has outstanding professional ability, he cares more about family harmony. But his strong wife Liao Sha dislikes her husband's lack of ambition and even wants to divorce in anger. It was not until later that Liao Sha was diagnosed with suspected breast cancer that she deeply understood the importance of enjoying life. She was worried that the money would be spent, but the disease would not be cured, leaving a mess for her husband. Therefore, she chose to give up treatment for a time. But Fang Cheng showed his maturity and responsibility at this time. He understood his wife's worries and fears, and insisted on raising funds through various means, including selling the house, borrowing from parents and friends, etc., to ensure that his wife could receive the best treatment. He even considered returning to the position of director to increase his income. He choked up and said, "Only if I make more money myself can she be at ease to treat her illness." Fortunately, the subsequent examination report showed that the tumor was benign and only needed to take medicine on time and keep a good mood to recover. After going around in circles, Fang Cheng understood his wife's dedication and difficulty to the family, and Liao Sha also put aside her demands on her husband and allowed him to live the way he liked. Ovid pointed out profoundly in The Art of Love, if you can't really understand each other, you can't respect each other. We must admit that there is no perfect partner in the world. Everyone has their own uniqueness and shortcomings. Learn to think from each other's perspective and don't belittle each other at will. Only by accepting and cherishing the differences of your partner can you work together in respecting each other's differences. 04 Written at the end. Oscar Wilde said, "Marriage is the beginning of love that combines the soul and the body." It is precisely because all things related to the flesh, such as food, clothing, housing, and transportation, must appear in marriage that many lovers who indulge in intimacy and love cannot accept these trivialities in marriage. Therefore, middle-aged couples need to overcome 3 difficulties in their marriage. 1. After enduring the pain of trivialities, happiness can also be hidden in the details of the day and night. 2. After enduring the pain of fading feelings, reshape yourself and your marriage under the control of fate. 3. After enduring the pain of mutual misunderstanding, you will know each other's ups and downs and share the joys and sorrows. When we overcome these 3 difficulties, we can clear the fog of marriage and stay together from the heartbeat to the old age and never leave. Alright, this part of the story ends here.
Want to know what happened next? Let's listen to the breakdown next time.